let's say you were you didn't really get a thorough background on a girl you were dating, and you're engaged, or even let's say you're married, and you find out, no, let's say engaged, right? And you find out somehow, it never came up in conversation, you thought a certain way about the girl, but then somehow you find out that she'd previously slept with 100 men. Are you calling the engagement off?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you guys object to that? Do you think that's wrong for us to call off the engagement because it's wrong?
It's personal preference. It should have been disclosed earlier.
Well, I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
But hey, some people, I would say the conversations we have on this podcast where we're talking about body count, I hear from a lot of women, they say, oh, I've never had a guy ask me about my body count. It never comes up in conversation. So I assume a lot of these men are dating women, they frankly don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. And a lot of them, it's like ignorance is bliss. They don't want to know. But if they found out, so in that scenario, would you object to the guy calling off the engagement, breaking off the relationship? He finds out she's previously slept with 100 people.
I don't understand why that would affect anything.
Well, we can get into that in a bit, but you object to the guy breaking it off under those circumstances.
I don't think it's wrong.
Don't think it's wrong?
I don't think it's wrong either.
Be honest.
I think, like, I mean, if I was a girl and if I was in the exact same situation, I would kind of call it off too.
Oh, okay. What about you?
I would call it off.
I would call it off.
Oh, well, that's not really so much, well, okay, fine. That's
Do
fine,
you
that's
object to the man?
fine. The man calling it off. Maybe you might call it off, but.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how about a different question? Without asking what your body count actually is, if a guy found out what your body count was and you guys were engaged, let's assume though you didn't spend anything on the wedding, right? So let's not make it that dramatic. He never asked you what your body count is, but somehow it comes up in conversation and he's like, whoa, I thought differently of you. Whatever your body count is, right? And he calls it off. Would you feel like that was an unfair, unjustified breakup?
With my current body count or with can you say that again?
Like, are you saying if
okay,
this
you're dating a guy, whatever your current body count is. You've been dating him for a year, you're engaged.
Yeah.
He finds out somehow.
Yeah.
Whether you tell him, he finds out from other people. And he's like, whoa, that's a bit too high for me. I'm actually reconsidering this relationship. I think we should break up. Fair, unfair?
It depends on how high the body count is.
Whatever yours is.
Oh yeah, no. I would say then have fun finding someone like with lower. It's, you know what I mean? There's not that many girls with lower, so no, there's a lot. But you know what? I'm not that high, so I would say that he's probably gonna have to find a virgin.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay.
I would respect that person even more, I think.
Huh, okay.
I mean,
He dumps you because of your current body count.
I'd be like, oh.
Oh. Oh. That's it? Okay, cool.
Just
Later.
I think I would respect him too.
Okay.
I would just be like, okay, that's your problem.
I would not object to it, but honestly, he seriously should have passed away before the engagement. I think that's honestly his fault for not doing due diligence to begin with, but I would not object to it.
Yeah. I think that is fair. Like if it is a deal break, like a huge deal breaker for you, then maybe you should ask sooner rather than later.
All of the deal breaker stuff should be asked earlier.
How many, like, y'all have been in relationships, right? Mm-hmm. Of all the relationships you've been in, how often is that a conversation?
Never.
Like, do you disclose, like, you talk about, yeah, I fucked 10 other dudes?
I'd say most of them, but I've only been, like, ridiculed for having a sugar daddy, but never for how many people I've been with.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Thanks, bro, for the prompt.
You're welcome.
There we go.
We waiting on you.
I don't think I've never.
I got you.
I've never gotten judged for my body count. I don't think. Or at least not.
To your face.
The current guy.
Yeah, like at least not to my face.
Yeah.
The current guy that you're seeing. Have
I
you?
didn't judge it.
Does he know?
He knows.
A little closer to the mic if you can. He knows.
knows.
He's cool with it.
Yeah.
And he moved from Turkey to the U.S. to be with you.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously he cool with it.
Okay.
Sips
What was
water.
the exact question?
I forgot. What was it?
What did he ask you?
Yeah, what was it?
What was
Was it-
what?
Oh, if a guy
Found out your
What?
body count, would he call it off?
Oh, no. It was
Like, have you
that-
been asked?
in your relationship.
Oh, yeah,
have you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
been asked your body count?
Yeah, I ask all the really personal questions.
Yeah, I agree
Agree with what?
with what she said, and yeah.
What did she say? I don't think you know what the question is, my dear.
Maybe I don't. Can you repeat the question?
Has a guy ever asked your body count?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't been asked that. Yeah.
Yeah, like my ex, yeah.
Okay.
I've never been asked, but I disclose it anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really come up. I have a photo that we're gonna pull up that is kind of related to this, the whole waiting. Can you put us just maybe get rid of us?
Oh.
So
Oh my gosh.
this is see the guy in the suit and the flowers.
It's the Turkish guy.
No, but like that's kind of what I'm trying to say. That's how it feels. Oh, I come along and I'm supposed to be the guy with the flowers and we're gonna wait till we're married. You know what I mean?
Okay, but you're judging me for sleeping with other like men technically, but most guys are sleeping with other like girls as well.
And as a woman, you are more than welcome to judge men for their promiscuity, but it happens to be the case that I think women are not quite as invested in male promiscuity as the reverse. You're welcome to disqualify the men you date because of their body counts. Realistically, though, women typically don't, so...
I think it's just because we're not
Not what?
insecure.
You're not insecure? Oh, okay.
Well,
We can
I
go
think
into that. We
our
can go into that.
standards are different. Like we might not, judge a man for his body count, but we might judge him for if he has like a addiction or if he's liking other women's pictures on
That's fair.
Instagram. Like
That's fair.
I don't like that.
Wait, so going back to you though, so you said insecure. So you think is it insecure for a guy to care about a woman's body count?
I think that's like what I would assume, because like if you're caring about like my past, like who's done what with me in the past, then I don't know, like I would just
Assume they're insecure about what?
like just like the other guys,
Okay.
because like
I hear this a lot, and you're not necessarily wrong, but I'm gonna add a twist to it. So what? What's wrong with a man being insecure about his woman having slept with a whole bunch of men? Now that's what I really want to know the answer to, because I get tired of women saying he's insecure. Okay, let's say you're right. So what? Now what? Yes, I'm insecure. I don't like the fact that you slept with a whole bunch of men. I don't like the fact that you were a sperm depository, a cum dumpster. I don't like that. So let's say that. So then what? Now what? Now that I've admitted that I'm insecure and that it bothers me because I'm worried about your fidelity, your loyalty to me. I'm worried about if you're gonna fall back into your ways, your habits, that when you were sleeping around with these men, that is going to reveal itself in our relationship. I'm worried about if you're going to cheat. I'm worried about all of these things.
because
Are
I
these-
slept with other men.
Yeah,
you're
are these valid
worried
concerns?
that I'm gonna cheat? But did you not
Yes.
sleep with other women?
We ain't talking about me sleeping with other women. We talking about
But
you addressing me
that
being
also
insecure.
means that you would cheat.
Oh, I'm just showing him notes. I have notes from a video he did a while ago.
I
You're-
did a video.
Yeah, you did a video. Insecure on all these fronts. Insecure for this, insecure for this. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that video? Oh,
Wookie donated $100.
they're coming
Brian,
for you, Puffy.
please
I'm
never
sorry.
have Puffy Vegas on. It will be worse than the meth head from the last podcast. I can't my IQ getting any lower. I said what I said.
I think Puffy just wants some
Thank you,
love.
Wookie. Appreciate it.
So did you want me to?
Oh, if you wanted to, like, I have the list pulled up for you.
Okay.
If you wanted to look at it.
Because I was on a whim.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'll read from the list.
Yeah, read from the list. All right,
I'll
I'll
read from
turn
the
that's in this.
So I had said initially in response to a woman, I went viral for this several times. She said, "Why does body count matter?" I said, "I'd be concerned about the long-term benefits of dealing with promiscuous women. I'd be concerned about your oxytocin receptors densified to the point where you can't effectively pair bond, poor sexual discipline, and you didn't receive orgasms from the guys that you dealt with, which means you constantly chase validation because you want an orgasm. So you constantly have sex with more guys trying to chase an orgasm. That's a thing that happens. A hidden STI, increased risk of divorce. All of those things are correlated to women having higher body counts, not to mention the scientifically rooted perspective of we are repulsed by women with higher body counts because of a phenomenon known as paternity uncertainty, which means a promiscuous woman is more likely to cuck you, to have a baby by another man, and you don't know about it.
So, what's the difference with the man?
Wait.
Like when a man does that?
Oh, she wants to know what's the science behind men who have a high body count. How does that affect marriages and relationships with future women?
I don't think
Would that
men,
not
but I don't
also-
think men call women who don't want to date promiscuous men insecure.
Secure, yeah.
Men don't
Sorry,
really.
Yeah, it's about
care,
it's
I
about the
think.
way we get labeled, but we don't do that to women.
We don't. Yeah,
so
we're
that's
not
the
gonna
difference.
label a
Yeah,
woman.
we don't say
Like-
oh, you're insecure because you don't want to date me because I slept with a lot of women. I'm not going to say that.
We'd probably just like, okay,
Right.
that's your call. That's
the
fine.
point. That's where these conversations. See, anytime women try to apply the same thing to men, the difference is what women say about men is not the same thing that men say about women. When the tables are turned, we accept when a woman don't want to date us for whatever reason, but women will shame us, call us names, say things about us. Oh, you're insecure. Or it's because you have small dick energy. Yada yada yada, and that's what we want to know. Like,
What y'all call insecure, I call having a boundary.
Yeah.
I agree.